Today is the 8th of March 2021, which is a Monday, and the time right now is 10:45 p.m. Budapest time. And in this video, I'm going to show you my daily results with Mohini Trade, probably the strongest Forex trading robot in the world. And here you can see my day on the DAX 30 chart with the M5 zoom, and I got to zoom out a little bit so that you can see where my day began between the 5th, which was last Friday, and the 8th, which is today. Well, you see, Friday was kind of like a bullish day leading up to a point that wasn't very high, but you can see Monday morning started from a much higher top and it dropped a little, but then there was some sort of a sideways, a little bit bullish sideways, almost like they're expecting something. And at 3 p.m. European time, something happened. Well, I'm going to tell you what happened. There was an announcement that the German government made regarding the new COVID-19 regulations. They just erased and annulled a lot of old regulations. They opened up the stores, restaurants, and economy. So the economy is starting up again in Germany. So people became very optimistic. So the price just boomed. And if you're just a normal person not knowing much about the market and you look at a chart like this, you probably think, oh, the price went up and it stayed up. Isn't that a good thing? Well, yeah, technically, in general, yeah. And we have the tendency to think that if the price falls, that's a bad thing, when I can actually make money on both if I expect it. Unfortunately, today was a weird day for me. And I tell you why. Because today I've been driving all day, woke up at 5 a.m. and had to be driving. And I drove over, I don't know, like 15 hours. And I got to my location at a little bit after 7 p.m. Once again, I woke up at 5 a.m., drove like 10 plus hours and got to my location at 7 p.m. or 7:30. And I was really messed up, meaning that I was so tired. And I still am actually, I'm exhausted. But what I've been doing while I was driving, I know it's not safe, but I actually had to have my girlfriend keep on looking up the actual chart just so we can see where we stand. And when this happened, I was thinking, dang, I wish I had a mobile internet. And as a matter of fact, I wish I had a means to stop, and because I needed to change the stop losses on a lot of sets, a lot of open positions. On the other hand, I was not able to do that because I was driving. So once again, I'm going to start showing my results and you see what my day actually gave me. I sorted my results as usual by the time of closure. So you can see Mohini Trade started closing a bunch of buy positions that got stock from last week. You see the swap fees because it opened at a much higher level than it closed Friday. So I closed a bunch of those positions. Actually, Mohini Trade did with a very nice profit. So we have a lot of blues here. Then there was another wave of closures at 5:20 something, like close to 5:30. Then 9 o'clock. And you can see there's the occasional red here and there, the occasional red, $11. So we have bigger profits, small profits, tiny profits, the occasional red. And then in the afternoon when the price started skyrocketing, nothing happened, just more profits. But then suddenly, boom, I'm just going to say $50, 50. So Mohini Trade closed 8 positions with $50. Actually, it's because my sets had a relatively low stop loss. I believe I set them to somewhere around 400 pips. Not to all of them, but to most of them, I believe, because they were opened. See, the price is, the stop loss was set 450. The stop loss was set to 450. Obviously, it closed them before they got any worse. But my thinking is right now, of course, I need to learn to let go, and I already let go. So bygones are bygones. But I've been thinking, what if my stop loss was 700 pips? Then I'm risking too much of my current money. But then these positions would have or could have survived at this level, I believe, right? Yes. Well, maybe not even at 550 or 600 pips, I could have survived. had my stop losses were set to 600 pips from the original opening price. Nevertheless, I let these go. So these caused altogether at least somewhere around 400 US dollar damage or loss. This is not damage, this is just loss. But I already had like 190 some dollars or so. So altogether, today's my first red day, my first day in the red with the loss of $210. So that's what my day of trading amounts to, which is a lot or a little. You decide. I'm not trying to be judgmental regarding the number. It's a loss nevertheless. On the other hand, I believe today is my 59th or 60th day of trading. Gosh, I didn't look it up before I started filming, but I will have to look it up eventually. So nevertheless, yesterday was my 3rd month anniversary of being a successful Mohini trader without any red days. Well, to be exact, I had one red day previously, but I caused it because I wanted to upgrade the robot. So I had to close somewhere around $77 worth of open positions manually. So I closed them. I caused it. I wanted those positions to be gone so I can install the new robot. But this is all caused by the market. And I could have probably prevented some of it by changing the stop loss on my positions. But then again, could have, would have, should have, right? So I'm not going to go there. It's done. It's done. I don't care anymore. So let's take a look at my open positions. My open positions are very high, but not really that high. But some of them are alarmingly close to $100. And I believe if they hit $100, they will close. Altogether, it's around $400 open positions. But I still have a balance of $8,885.80. A lot of eights there, right? My equity is $8,484.40 some cents. Well, these numbers are weird, man. Magical numbers. And of course, my outstanding balance. Outstanding balance for my open positions is a little over $400, somewhere around $400. But I have another account that I trade with. It's a very tiny account. I traded for a loved one. And actually you can see this account is very conservative, but it closed with a profit, very tiny profit. But on a day like this, anything better than zero is genius. So look at this $4.89. So that's the profit for the day, but it still has a very high outstanding exposure of $254.63. So that's a lot of outstanding. All of them sell positions, of course. If the market comes back lower tomorrow, then they're fine. If it goes back up, some of it will close, some of it will present itself as losses. Take a look at those two. They are from a very, very low number, like 13,700. They're very low, so they're very close. If it goes any higher, then they have a danger to be closed by the robot. So I believe they are to be closed around $100 each. So then I would have $200 worth of loss tomorrow, which would bring my new balance down to very close to the original amount that I started trading with a little over 2 weeks ago. But, we don't know what tomorrow brings. We can be hopeful. We can be optimistic, but not this optimistic. Let's take a look at my FX book page. I'm just going to refresh the page just to silence the doubters. Are we going to get an ad or not? The page is loading. Yes, here's the ad. Let me close it. All right, let's start with my gain. My gain is 754.69%. My absolute gain is 468.43%. My daily percent is 2.26. It's a little lower than Friday. And my monthly dropped back down from almost $100. 100%. It was 99 something Friday. So it's only 94.28. My drawdown, well, don't look at that. That was a long time ago. I was young and needed the money. So take a look at my chart here. You see the red one came back a little lower than Friday, but a little bit higher than Thursday. See, this is Thursday and that is Friday. So today, that's my equity. My equity is a little bit lower than Thursday. So technically, if everything was to be closed right now, I would have only lost my last 2 days of trading, Friday and Thursday last week. But we're not done yet. Take a look at my history. $2,000 I started with, and it generated $9,395.35 of profit. And of course, I already pulled out $2,500. So I still have $8,885.38. My equity is a little less than that, $300 less than that because of my open positions. It's $8,546.14. I believe today was a very interesting day, to say the least. And the moral of the story, the moral of the day was to go safe, safety first, or better yet, the conservative does it. So if you're conservative, you do a lot of consistently little profits, consistently long term, you win. Of course, my goal with this account, with the big account, is different than the one with the small. With the big account, my goal is to show how much you can push the robot. And you can see the robot actually stood the test. It didn't lose much money. It lost money, of course. I believe a lot of people burnt their entire accounts today. A lot of people probably hanged themselves today. But I only lost $200. In all reality, that's not bad on a day like this. All right, that's my video for the day. Thank you so much for your unyielding attention, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.